what you guys saw as 7 weeks of a festival event, a haha funny, flashy season of competition of a pre-tourney was 8 months of blood, sweat, and tears put into this project. Ladies and gentlemen, at long last, we are finally here. It's been a long time coming. I think this Qualifiers Mappool Showcase is one of our big hallmarks as Project Hexagon. And so I am very, very happy to be standing here today or sitting here today to present to you guys our Qualifiers Mappool Showcase. My name is Gami Crayola. Of course, I am your host. And joining me in the commentary booth today is my lovely co-host and hip pooler, Mirat Fire, as well as our festival lead, Philoxen. Mirat Fire, how are you doing today?
Doing great. I'm really excited to show off the map pool today already, so I hope people will like it. And I already see a lot of people in the chat. Hello, everyone.
That's right, Mirage Fire. I am just as jittery as you are because this is what Project Hexagon's fourth tournament. This one is our fifth tournament. 6WC is our fifth tournament, and it is by far the most ambitious that we've ever been with a tournament ever, honestly. So, with that, ladies and gentlemen, join the three of us in opening the curtains of the fifth installment of the six-digit World Cup. We hope you enjoy what we have to offer to you today. Beginning with, of course, our beloved No Mod 1. Let's jump straight into it. Alright, oh my goodness. Oh Jesus Christ, I need to retract from all of that. Holy crap. Ladies and gentlemen, it is our No Mod 1 and we begin this qualifiers map pool showcase with a custom map. That's right, kicking start real hard. It is Nanto Kanaru with a absolutely banger No Mod 1. Shiori, it's gonna be Shiori by Shino. This is a pretty standard No Mod 1, but I think Mirage will have more to tell you about it.
Yep, this is your tried and true classic number one in a sense. It is 4 minutes, it is pretty long. At AR 9.2, a bit higher than usual, CS4, OB 8.7, and of course the pool star rating 5.4. It is awkward aim test No Mod 1. It is quite long and yeah. As already mentioned, the map is made by Nanto Kanaru, and we had a really good time working with them on this number one. It's been like a very long time actually since we worked on it, so yeah.
Yep, that is right. The map looks very interesting to play. As we're getting in our first KI, you will get to see what I'm talking about. Because those 1-2 small awkward jumps is what is gonna be catching you off guard, and this is why this map feels nothing like your average No Mod 1 type of generic aim map, because this is more of an awkward aim slot. And I'm all in for it. It was feeling really, I was very excited about playing the map because this allows you to like just look at the No Mod 1 perspective in a different way.
Yeah, that's right. I think Philoxen, this is really one of those maps that it's really nostalgic. And No Mod 1 is a pretty boring skill set if I do say so myself, right? So having this kind of map, the sort of ease into you with a ease you in, oh my goodness, to your qualifiers lobby in a very calm, very nostalgic, even melancholic piece for No Mod 1. It's really heartening, and I love what Nanta Kanaru did with this map. There are some very unique zigzag patterns, I think, that perfectly represent sort of the cadences of this map. And I'm just overall, this is one of those No Mod 1s that I played at, and I'm like, damn, that was a pretty good map.
Awkward aim usually found more in HD ones, but yeah, we have decided to pull it this time for our No Mod 1. Spoiler alert, I hope you like what we have for HD1 later. And yeah, this is a classic consistency test, and with some very spicy patterns here and there, especially during the KI. Very awkward already, as you've seen. Very fun to play.
Yeah, man. I was getting kind of a mixed feeling when playing the map because, well, don't get me wrong, like this song just, it does sound like your generic type of aim map, but well, it's totally not. Like you get feelings of both. Some parts of the map they do feel like a generic map, but when you get to the case, you understand that well, hell no, this is not your average normal one, and it's really nice to see.
Yeah, I mean, Philosophen, of course, saying that as a bias. You know, how many normal ones have you seen during your career, little bro? We don't talk about the Ukraine 6WC 2024 normal one incident. Those who know, those who know. For reference, there's a clip of the Ukrainian team like going to the first break of normal one with nobody getting FCs. So. But yeah, as we come to the tail end of this map, I would just like to shout out Simabuko for being our lovely replayer for this. I believe getting a 3-100 replay on this map. So if you guys don't know Simabuko, you know, he is the 6WC winner, the 6WC winner from 2024. And by far the carry, I wouldn't say by far, but the strongest player on his, 6WC 2024 Brazil team. So yeah, huge shout outs to Simabuko for this absolutely lovely replay, as well as Nanto Kanaru for this even more lovely No Mod 1. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, let's switch on right away to another familiar face. If you played 6WC 2024, you might remember that the Calls No Mod 2 was met by a certain Jackie and Muchao. Unfortunately, we weren't able to get Muchao this time, but we got something even better. We got Jackie solo mapping a No Mod 2 custom for us in qualifiers. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, let's sing right along. Alright, and here we go. It's gonna be DD Dice Unsinkable Memory. This is a custom map by Jackie, as well as a replay done by Jackie as well.
Okay, yeah, for our qualifiers, No Mod 2, as already mentioned, it's a custom by Jackie. It is 184 BPM, mid-range BPM, should be pretty comfortable. CS 4.2, AR 9.2, OD 8.7, pretty standard stuff. It is 2 minutes long, it's way shorter than the No Mod 1. Obviously, we don't want the 4-minute No Mod 2s here, do we? Okay, maybe some people do, but you get the point. The main focus of the map will be, well, streaming. Who would have guessed? But there's a particularly high amount of flow element, or flow aim element required as well in this map. If you saw already, there was a circle stream earlier that you would have to hit, but there's even more flow elements later as we get into the map. Just like that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I must also say, it looks like this map doesn't have your long bursts, long streams, but still, when I was playing the map, it was really stamina draining. It's just because of the density of those long bursts and those short streams that is just not letting you rest at any point of the map. Maybe this is the only only relaxed section of the map, but everything besides that is just very heavy on tapping. And even though, as mentioned, there are no long streams, it's still very challenging.
Yeah, that's right, Philopson. And even though you mentioned that, just some trivia for the players or for the viewers at home, I believe this map was too difficult in its first draft. Was it like 5.6 or 5.5 when Jackie proposed the first draft to us? This map had to undergo some serious nerves in order for it to make it to this point. But yeah. I'm so happy with how this turned out. I love DD Dice's work.
Yep, this is it wasn't originally 5.6, but yeah, this is a fan-made song for one of the series by DD Dice. Great song, great origin. It's from Autry. It's a visual novel. It's great. Go read it. I did my glazing part. I did my glazing part. I wanted to get that out. Okay.
Mirage with visual novel mentioned, bro.
I glazed it once. Now I'm happy. I said it. All right. You can move on.
Yeah, at this point, we're kind of in a good rhythm with custom maps. So you know what? Let's just throw in another one. You guys know Kyle Y from 6WC 2023. He did a Grand Finals custom, Grand Finals No Mod 3. So you know what? This time we decided to get another work from him. It's gonna be Ichiban ni Narenai Watashi no Uta. By I can't pronounce that name, but this is a custom snap alt map by Kyle Y. Kyle Y being another returning mapper to the 6-digit World Cup. Mirage, take it away.
Yep. For our qualifiers number 3, as you would expect, it's an alt skill set, sitting at 133 BPM, CS 3.8, AR 9.2, and OD8, and this is about 3 minutes, give or take. There's some slower sections where you just get to like calm down and enjoy the song, but like the skill set this time around will be mixed alt. There will be a handful of snaps as well as handful of flows that you will have to hit, so in order to master this map you will need both skill sets.
That's right. This map feels really cool to play, and especially with the amount of control it requires. Because even those low BPM streams, they still require a lot of control from you. And also, just speaking of the mapper, it feels really weird, like knowing the mapper as a tournament player and as a mapper of those previous 6WC iterations. And I feel like having those people just mapping for you in your own tournament, the people that you know along the way, it feels really nice, and I'm really happy about that.
Yeah, I was honestly like, I was highly banking on getting Kyle White in for Nomad 3. Like, I was thinking, and there are a lot of mappers, you know, that can do Nomad 3. Nomad 3 is a pretty popular custom map slot, right? But I was thinking, who has like the presence of in 6WC in order to, and like the kind of presence that I would want to feature in the 6-digit World Cup. And I just thought, you know, Kyle White, dude. Like, I've been a huge fan of that map. He was a mapper in 6WC 2023 and 2024. I don't think he did a Nomad 3 in 2024. He did a pre-mod 2 if I'm not mistaken. But, you know, Kyle White, massive fan, and this map is so fun. I know I'm a bit biased as an alt player, but honestly, a lot of this map, a lot of the flow in this map is very comfortable, and if you're an alt enjoyer, this is, you know, an absolute wet dream. Would like to shout out, by the way, I see some people in chat shouting out Arctis for this very nice replay. I believe it's a 99% act replay if I'm not mistaken. But as per my contract, I'm supposed to shit on Arctis, so Mirage, stop me.
Okay, fine, I will have to stop you. This is one of the maps that, well, likewise with the other customs, so far has been in the works for a very long time. It was initially slightly too hard, so we nerfed it down a little bit, but I think we hit a pretty decent spot now. Although I will admit, this is probably one of the maps that are less likely to get seen FCs on, especially with qualifier nerfs. Simply because like the aim control, or like just the general control, and like it being alt, of course, it makes it very hard to full combo. But I think people can get good scores on this. Like, I would hope, like on average, like 300 to 400k. Or well, if you're one of the like really good players, obviously you might go for an FC. But yeah, we'll see how players will do on this. But yeah.
I mean, yeah, as Raj mentioned, this map is pretty challenging, but I can tell you what, when I was playing this map, it actually, I felt like that it was one of the most enjoyable Nomad 3 maps that I have ever played. And don't get me wrong, I'm a Nomad 3 hater because
Yep, that's
yeah, that's right, that's me, of course. What would you expect? But still, I really enjoyed that map, so you should check it out after we finish.
Yep, but funnily enough, I see a little Abgula in chat saying, can we get a kill no more 4? So you ask and you shall receive. Ladies and gentlemen, let's move on right along to our No More 4. Another custom map. This one's gonna be by Q. It's gonna be It's Our Destiny Cupid remix by Imanu and Kuka. Here we go. This is the best map. This is the best map in calls. Or second best map in calls. This is the best map. I love this map. This map's so good. It's so good.
This diff name, oh my god.
Oh, no. No. Take it away, dude.
Yep. Anyways, everyone, as predicted by one of our Twitch chat, it is a custom by Kuel. It is for about 2 minutes 40 seconds in drain. I think the actual length is about 3 minutes, because the song is just, well, as you saw, I had to skip the early intro because it's very long. But In Qualifiers number 4, you have a tech map. It is focused on slider tech, as you already can see. Very fast sliders, a few bursts here and there, but yeah, sliders will be the main focus. It will cost you a lot of act if you don't follow the sliders correctly, or even break if you don't follow the reverse sliders. CS 3.8, AR 9.3, OD 8.2, pretty standard stuff. It is on the lower side of the BPM, 196, 169. Because No Mod 1 was already pretty high BPM, No Mod 2 was like 185, 182. I do not remember that from the top of my head, but yeah, mid BPM, high BPM, and now we have a low BPM for No Mod 4.
Yeah, man, such an awesome map on No Mod 4. I would say my favorite No Mod map in the pool. And well, so far those sliders didn't look so challenging, but trust me, it will get way more interesting once we get to the second KI, because this is gonna be the hardest section of the map. So yeah, this map will really keep you up all the time when you are playing it.
Yeah, that's right, Philosopher. Very, very well said. We are jumping straight into that KI, and while we are here, I'd like to shout out our replayer for this map. That's right, the real Perry Crayola coming in with an absolute banger replay, absolutely shredding this map. Surely there is no monkey business going around. I mean, who would ever do that, right? Who would ever do that? Absolutely insane. But yeah, I think Cool was one of those mappers that when we brought in, I mean, Cool wanted to be a mapper in the tournament that we hosted before this, right? 6APC. But we had to turn him down because he offered his help to us a bit too late. But this time we got him into 6WC, and our QA Spawny, you know him as a very picky person, right, Mirage? But he was in love with Cool's mapping style. And I think that just goes to show how underrated Cool is as a mapper. I'm so happy that we managed to find such a hidden gem in the mapping scene.
Yeah, this is really a great map, and like this is one of the few maps that actually got the difficulty pretty much on spot already at like first try. So like yeah, it was a very pleasant experience to work with Q on this custom map. But yeah.
Yep, that's right, Mirage Fire. And you know what? At this point, I'm gonna drop the funny act. The entire pool, the entire pool is custom maps. Yes, guys. We did an OWC 2024 stuff here. All right, I'm just gonna stop it. It's annoying. We're gonna move on to my favorite map from this Quals pool. This is Illusion of Fixity by Tejimo Yomoji versus Mori Atsushi. If you guys don't know, Tenmojo Yomoji is a t-shirt artist for Osu. You might know he has a bunch of Rhythmic No Mod 3 custom maps here and there. And of course, this is a custom map by the lovely Vlog. This is one of the mappers that Tony got in, and he specialized in the freeform style of mapping that you're seeing right here. Mirage, take it away.
Alright, Twitch chat. I know someone in Discord who said, man, if HC1 is alt, I will hate the pool, and I'm sorry. Look, we've been working for this for like a very long time. I already knew at the time. Oh no, I'm gonna have one hater already, for sure. Anyways, this hidden one, Flow Rhythm. 183 BPM, CS 3.7, AR 9.2. It is obviously hidden. Only 5 stars. Surely it won't be too hard. It's only 5 stars. About 3 minutes and OD 8. This is well, if you didn't hear it earlier already, the entire pool is custom, and this is obviously no exception. Yeah, it was really fun working with Clark on this one. It was a kind of a hard request actually. This is one of the customs that was the hardest request.
The last one. It's the last one you got, I think.
Yeah, I think so. Wait, was it? Yeah, I think so. But
okay,
yeah, it's a pretty niche skill set, and yeah, take it away, Flopson.
Yeah, this map is only 5 stars, and as someone who got a very proud 200k score on the map, I can tell, well, don't let this hard trick you, because this map is devious, and as we get in the second half of the map, you will see that it not only requires your typical flow test, which is already, by the way, not typical for Hidden 1, because this is the reason why No Mod 1 is awkward aim. Because usually this is where awkward aim would go, but not in this case. This map also requires a lot of finger control once we get to the second KI. But yeah, The flow and the finger control makes just really showcases, and it will determine which players actually are very versatile when it comes to skill sets.
Yeah, that's right. And me, of course, doing the replay. This is my favorite map in the pool. This is like basically everything that I stand for in the kind of tournament map that I want. Just so incredibly fun. It has a little bit of snap, a little bit of flow, and it also has a little bit of rhythm sprinkled in and here and then. Of course, my favorite mod hidden. That's a lie. But I would just like to shout out our lovely background artist. I know the entire pool is custom mapped, but not the entire pool has a custom background. So if you guys would be so kind, could we spam a few, Kaya hearts in the chat to thank Kaya for this incredible background? I believe this is it Malachesky, Kaya? I know you're in chat right now. Is it Malachesky waving a scythe? I believe that's the inspiration behind it.
Oh yeah.
I think it was.
Yeah,
Looks like it.
that's right. Yeah, I believe it is Malice. But yeah, anyways, moving forward, we are going to be getting towards the end of this hidden one. And I mean, I love this map so much. Flock has this really unique style of like free-form mapping that isn't seen in a lot of Tony customs, but it's so fun, especially if you're an alt player like myself. But enough with glazing aside, let's move on to our next custom map, and it's gonna be a custom this time by Withheart, another one of our mapper applicants from all the way back. This map is going to be Oniric by Kitazawa Yoke, featuring, of course, the one, the only Hatsune Miku. This is an incredibly fun map that Withheart got to us extremely quickly, I believe. But I think Mirage will be able to tell you more about it. Mirage, take it away.
Yep. Alright everyone, HD2 time, your reading map, AR8, OD8, CS 4.2, about 2 minutes. BBM says 190, well, 93, but it's more like 180 because, well, halftime and whatnot. It's your classic, well, with Hidden 1 already being pretty tapping heavy and being alt, obviously Hidden 2 would have to be something more aim related, and we have some like awkward slash linear aim here for our Hidden 2 here. It's a pretty... There's a lot of reading elements despite it being an more of an aim map. There's some overlaps, some stacks, and some... later I think there's even a slight change in style when the instrumental parts hit harder. And well, if you're a Vocaloid fan, here's your obligatory one Vocaloid song in the pool.
K-pop, we killed the K-pop fans.
Whoa. But I think Philoxen can also tell you something about this map.
Yep, that's right. Besides that reading and aim, there's one thing that I noticed when playing the map, and I believe every single playtester also did. It's the fact that this map is like almost perfectly symmetric. Like if you haven't noticed, if you just look at that, you will realize that most of the nodes are actually like in the middle of the screen. So first of all, it's a crazy advantage for the mouse players because they will not have to hit those corner jumps or corner nodes. So huge shout out to the mapper himself. I really appreciate that, and just generally I think it is a great way to give a gimmick map to those reading players on 6-digit, and because this is giving them a new experience, and I really like that as a gimmick player.
That's right. Would just like to shout out our replay for this map as well as the winner of 6WC2025. Man, I keep on hiring the guys that like gave me my 6WC24 second place. I can't keep doing this. But Ash Bradley was the premier beating and gimmick player in 6WC2024, arguably one of, if not the best from their era. And of course, medalist first place as well. An incredible player. Huge shout outs to them for this very insane replay, honestly. 1/100. Very great stuff coming in from them. But with that, let's move along to the Hard Rock pool. And this one is going to be from a pretty familiar name. If you've been in tournaments anytime, this mapper would become synonymous with all of your, stream maps, a whole host of tournament maps. Yes, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. It is going to be from Thailand, Quantum Vortex, with the custom map Pierce the Veil, Circles, Hard Rock 1. Let's jump straight into it.
Alright, for Qualifiers Hard Rock 1, uh, we have a custom map by Cut the Vortex already, as mentioned. 162 BPM, CS 5.2, OD10, AR10. It's the classic hard rock stuff, you know. The only twist in this time around is that it is pretty low BPM. It is only 162, lasting for about 3 minutes, so, you know, classic hard rock player complaint is low BPM is harder to act. Well, that is actually the intention. It will be pretty hard to act if you're not familiar with like low BPM hard rock. I mean, I'm sure there's some people out there who are more familiar with low BPM and shouldn't be an issue, but yeah. The skill set that is tested will be somewhat of a mixed consistency, although I would say it is like 70% aim and 30% tapping. There is tapping, as you already saw like that 7 notes burst there earlier, but yeah.
Well, first of all, what I want to say about the map itself is, whoever did the song choice, I love you, because
I love Yes the
yo, yes sir, any yeah, any punks in chat, hello guys, this is your famous punk rock band from 2000s, and this is really nice to see because you don't usually get to see those like rock bands, especially in Austria and in 6-digit mapping.
It's all anime.
It's all anime, that's right. So now we got some testosterone shit, and well, that's really nice to see. And as well as the map itself, this is very enjoyable to play. It's just your generic aim, and it's wide jumps. Don't get confused with white, because there's a big
Whoa,
difference.
whoa, CDC law, CDC iceberg. Whoa. And I think this is a very good contrast to what we had in the Nomad 1, right? The Nomad 1 was a bit faster in BPM, but the aim was a bit more awkward. This Hard Rock 1, in contrast, suits the SR very, very well, firstly, but it also features a lower BPM with larger jumps. And on that Hard Rock, the smaller CS is gonna be a bit more of a challenge, especially given of course, the increased amount of precision that you need to have on these wider jumps, right? But I would like to shift around once again to talk about our lovely replayer for this map, Starry. Starry, one of our playoff casters, certified Goon Master 69, and harasser of Sandwich Master for those who know, was from the 6WC 2024 Canadian roster. Canada was 4th place in 6WC 2024, knocked out by me! And of course, Starry was Starry? No, Starry was not the captain. He was the vice captain of that team. A very, very strong hard rock player as well. And of course, a big help for us in the playoffs commentary booth. He's a silly guy. We all know him. We all love him. Yeah, I think as we move into the last KI, I mean, the map is pretty damn consistent, but the jumps, holy crap, they get big. Philoxen, would you FC?
Yeah.
Would you miss?
No, I would SS, but with a small issue,
okay.
I would later wake up. It's gonna be your one.
Oh man. Yeah, but that is going to be the Hard Rock 1. Huge shoutouts to Quantum Vortex, a very well-known, tournament mapper as a whole. Their contributions to tourney mapping has been tremendous, and of course, being one of our being part of our quality assurance team, I love you, Quantum. But with that, let's move along to our next custom map. It's gonna be Hard Rock 2. Now, we were talking about Canada 6WC, yada yada yada, and for what it's worth, all of our mappers have been mapping, holy shit. But we're going to go from a mapper from the previous mappers from the previous iteration to players from the iteration. That's right. You might know his name because his map was pulled as the semi-finals tiebreaker in 6WC 2024. But it's going to be Aru Ota mapping Muke Umend. Holy crap! That's right. Aru Ota was from the Canadian 6WC 2024 roster, and he has kindly provided us a map this time. He's decided to come back as a mapper and has provided us with this absolute banger of a map.
So yeah, I mean, Hard Rock 2, as you would expect, precision slot, 180 BPM. CS 6.5, as you would hopefully expect from a precision player. OD10, AR10, still the same hard rock stuff. But what's the skill set this time around? Well, it's gonna be light tech, so
What? What?
Shocker.
kind of a
Light
shocker.
tech.
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? But yeah, we already had a No More 3 that's old and hidden one that's like, you know, rhythmy. So where's the love from tech players? Well, I hope you're a precision player if you're also a tech player, because like we're gonna have some very snappy sliders here, some kick sliders going off here and there. If you don't follow them or you don't hit them properly, it will tank your attack a lot. This map might only be 5.1 star after Hard Rock, but please practice this one. The kick sliders are pretty brutal and there's some slider takes you need to follow.
No, right? Like, this is one of the hardest, if not the hardest map, at least to me, in this entire pool. Because CS 6.5 has all of those kick sliders with its light tech is what makes it truly, truly tough. But I also just want to say, I think that's besides the map, but the fact that we are just featuring like all the replayers, the replayer for this map is Tech Drive, another Canadian participant from 6WC4, and of course all the mappers, all the playtesters, the fact that they almost all of them just came from the previous 6WC4 iteration just makes me so happy about the fact that yeah, we rose as a community, and yeah, that's really nice.
Yeah, that's right. Very well said, Philoxen, as the map in the background begins to go crazy with the triangular slider patterns. This map is so devious. And although Tech Drive, you know, finding a unlucky slider break somewhere here in this map, I mean, this map is absolutely demon, right? But before the map ends, quick alert, huge shoutouts once again, or not once again, but huge shoutouts to Win Wolfie for the custom background for this map as well. I believe a friend of Kaya Maniac decided to lend us this very, very pretty art piece. I mean, I love this. It gives like huge Steven Universe vibes, which I totally dig. But yeah, that comes to miss from Tech Drive. I'm gonna be punishing him for that one. Not getting food for a week. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, huge shoutouts to Aru Ota for coming back to 6WC as a mapper. It's always lovely having, you know, past players, past mappers coming back to help us out, and Aru is no different. We love Aru. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of our hard rock pool, and with that, guys, say it with me, it's our least favorite mod pool. Don't blame the maps, don't blame the poolers, blame the mods. That's right. We're gonna jump straight into our DT pool. So, any farmers in chat who likes PT? No. So if you know a little known map that was pulled in 6WC 2024, and it goes by the name of Wonderful Wonder. So I saw that and I was like, damn, this DT1 was pretty fun. So what if I got the mapper for that? That's right, ladies and gentlemen, presenting to you, it's gonna be Tentai Kanso by Takashi Rei, mapped by the one, the only farm mapper CEO from Australia. It's gonna be Share.
Oh man, I already see so many no's in the chat when you said Wonderful Wonder. It's so funny, actually. But allow me to talk about the map real quick. DT1, everyone. Custom by Share. CS3, this is by far the biggest CS in the pool. AR 9.7, OD 9.8. This is and 5. Star 5.5 after DT, obviously. Pre-DT would be insane. This is speed aim in the pool, 248 BPM. We already featured a decent amount of low BPM stuff, so low BPM enjoyers, you had your fun. Now we're going to the fast territory, like real fast. It will last for about 2 minutes and 50 seconds. It is, as far as I remember, it is almost purely aim, and I just saw that burst rare. I managed to correct myself there, but
I like to shout out Green Melon's message. I would have actually from the 4th floor if it was Wonderful Wonder.
Oh no.
This is the reaction we were expecting. Sorry, Philoxen. Sorry, take it away.
No, the thing, bro, I just want to say, like, what have you guys done? Like, this map is the most farmable thing that I have seen for a while. And the background is even worse because it's giving off fucking Harumachi Clover vibes, bro.
It's giving like Snow Halation vibes, bro. It's giving Snow Halation vibes.
It does both, kinda. I see that. But no, the good feature is the CS3, so I believe this map is very accessible for the most of our player base. So
Can't wait
at
for
least
4-way FC or bust.
yeah, how many 4-way FCs? No, but looks like 4-way FCs on those double time maps seems like the meta, at least from the previous iteration. So I guess this is gonna be occurring this time as well.
Yep, that's right, Philoxen. I mean, a bunch of blasts for this one. I mean, I would be lying if I said that, you know, when I reached out to share to see if he'd be down to map this map, I was not expecting him to say yes. Like, I found it like so funny. I was like, what if I just got a farm mapper for DP1? And I mean, here we go, farmers rejoice. We pay our PP tax for this tournament pool. Everybody needs to rank up now. But
Okay,
yeah.
no man, we just need to count how much PP it gives for an SS. At this
I can't
point.
wait for the map pool complaints, bro. I can't wait for the map pool complaints. Like terrible map, terrible SR balancing. Nah, no. This map is sort of your cookie cutter DT1. So I mean, very accessible, very comfy for everybody. But I mean, FC or die. What can I say? Oh yeah, and this map has to be played on Score V1. Yep, new update just dropped. Yep,
Yeah,
GG,
amazing.
Yep, GG.
Anyway, thanks Irumi for the replay. I think we haven't shouted him out.
Oh
before,
shit,
so
no, yeah, no, I didn't shout him out because he's from my Singapore 6WC team. Yeah, no,
Oh.
second place 6WC
Hater.
Irumi, another one of my carries, a very good friend of mine as well. Huge shout out to Irumi for the lovely replay. I'll shout you out. I'll maximum glaze you the next week, you know. Anyways, moving on. The DTs are very
Yes.
fast, and we've just paid our PP tax. You know, we paid our like, you know, J-pop tax. We paid our rock tax. Now we are gonna jump straight into our K-pop tax. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We have a K-pop song. It's gonna be So Bad by Stacy. This map is a map by DTRCGY or Lycon My Husband. Raj, let's take it right away.
Alright. Speed bursts. Well, that is the name of the skill set this time.
All right, go home, go home.
Alright,
Speed
that's
boost,
the end of
that's
the showcase.
Yep.
See you guys everyone for next week.
like, subscribe, pay us money.
No, what even this? This is where I finally can pause. Okay,
But
see,
yeah.
as a former speed main, this map is demon.
Almost beat me.
That is pretty hard, but it only lasts about 2 minutes though, so you know, there's some wiggle room for like it's practicable. CS 3.6, CS 3.6, AR 9.7, OD 9.1, all off the duty obviously, and it is, as mentioned already, your classic 250 BPM speed burst, featuring quints, triples, and whatnot. Philoxen, our speed main, go ahead.
So hear me out. This map is actually like so difficult, at least in my opinion. I mean, I am washed, but I still think that you could put this map somewhere in the final stage or semi-final stage of, for example, the same 6EC or 6APC, and no one will like say a thing, just because of how those bursts are. Well, they follow each other like very densely, and this really just makes your finger like literally like mix up things, and it's really easy to just find a
Top 10
slider,
finger
like,
exercises for gamers.
yeah, the 5-minute finger exercises. Anyone who wants them, DM me, hit me up. I will send you the link, and you will be able to nail those 250 BPM bursts just like me.
Yep. But yeah, I mean, this map, this replay was done by the lovely Oregon, not so lovely Oregon, who Brazilian, am I right? Didn't play in 6WC 2024, but was in huge contender in the previous 6-digit era. One of the strongest speed players back then, and also one of my teammates. We won NGT2 with each other. So yeah, just some trivia for you 6-digit pony players right here. And as well, of course, this map is a custom map by Lycon, my husband, one of my good friends from Singapore. Thankfully, was able to take this DT2 customs, DT mappers in this economy, am I right? But yeah, huge shout outs to everybody involved with this map, and we are nearing the end with our second last map in the pool. This map is probably gonna be the hardest map in the pool, and it is our DT3, ladies and gentlemen. It is going to be Emma the Second by Yomitan Akane featuring Kasani Teto. That's right, it's another Vocaloid song. But this map is made by Cibula Vladimir, or also known as Mr. Beast in Ohio. If you know Inferno Flex from the previous iteration of 6WC, or it's just a very frequently used map, that is that mapper. We got him to come back with this absolutely demonical DT3, honestly. If you thought DT1 was hard, this map makes up for it.
Oh, okay. DT3. Yes, it is finger control, but no, it is not easy. 203 BPM, you know, pretty standard stuff for finger control. Maybe on the slow end, but you know, CS4, AR 9.7, and I nerfed OD down to 8.8 because it was too hard, and yeah, this is, luckily for you, this only lasts for 2 minutes, so. I mean, so far you've seen Wiggles and be like, yeah, you know what, I can get through that. But when the Kia kicks in, you'll see some linear finger control patterns that you're like, oh, okay then. This map just does that.
My favorite part of the map. Let's go, chat. But no, unironically, okay, unpopular opinion, but I don't think those Kiai, like linear tapping sections, are the hardest in the map, because those ones are. You see, there are like those reverse sliders, bus sliders, and they are followed up by like 5-note bursts instantly. And once even you think that you got through that thunderstorm, like at the end there is still a really wiggly flow burst that is extremely difficult to hit after all of those tapping sections that just passed.
Yeah, Mirage, you wanna tell the chat just how much you got nerfed? It was harder before.
We nerfed as much as we can without like destroying the map integrity, so to say. So like,
this map. When I saw this map, I thought like, oh, it's another DT custom. It's probably gonna be pissed low. Nah, bro. This DT1 got hands, dude. You know that like meme of the guy like saying, okay, I'm gonna go play DT1 with like boxing gloves, and then he sits down and drinks water. Man, this DT3 got hands. Holy fuck.
But
this map
yeah,
is
I mean,
absolutely human.
Huge shoutouts to Jolty for trying his best on the map, but even our best three players, as you can tell, are struggling with that Qualifiers map. Qualifiers GT3, so yeah, speaking for itself.
Yeah, Jolty was from the Canadian roster, Seed 1 roster in minor league last iteration, and is now a badged player, and I believe a 4DJ right now. So Jolty is an insane mechanics player, and even he struggled with this. So let's preface this by saying I'm sorry. But with that, we have finally come to the end of the pool, and that's right, we have one more map to show to you guys. It's gonna be our free mod 1. So you know how we got Aru Ota in as a past player turned the mapper? Yep, we have another one of those coming in. It's gonna be Castegene from the Netherlands. I believe was a long time player for the 6WC Dutch roster. Yep, there we go. I can speak English. And his custom map that he has to show for us today is going to be Rambo Demolition by Tan Arrow. It's going to be our free mod 1.
Rumble. Everyone, it is free mod 1 time. It is anti-mod. AR8, OD8, but it is CS 4.8. Because, well, it got nerfed, obviously. It's a little bit too brutal on the hard rock. But this is the last, so to say, low BPM map for low BPM enjoyers. We went through like 3 speed maps now in DT, but we are all pretty fast. So here's one that gives you like another touch to be like, hey, there is still one more low BPM map for you to play. In contrast to HD2 and Hard Rock 2, this is far more tapping heavy. 160 BPM, sort of flow, I guess. You don't have to flow that much unless you're playing Hard Rock. And it's about 2 minutes long, and yeah, it's your classic anthem.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Free mod 1 is anthem. Who would have thought? But yeah, as you can see, the pool follows a 6 APC structure, because in qualifiers of 6 APC, we also had one free mod 1 as a anti-mod, and I have a suspicion. I think the staff team of both 6 APC and 6WC is the same.
What the fuck? That's absolutely insane. What would ever make you think that?
But yeah, regardless, now getting back to the map itself, because well, this is the last one. We cannot finish the stream on that fucking goofy ass note. So, yeah, when I was playing the map, I was instantly getting those initial D Eurobeats song type vibes. And this is really enjoyable to play, despite the fact that it is CS 4.8 and AR8.
Yep, that's right, Philoxen. And of course, huge shouts to Cassie Game for being the mapper and replayer for this match. I mean, they said that they wanted to do the replay and they immediately sent it to us, so thanks for saving me that kind of hassle. I definitely think that this map is going to be interesting on the boards. I honestly think that, according to, of course, Moab in chat right now, Easy actually makes this map a lot more consistent. And of course, Hard Rock players be damned because the flow on Hard Rock is rough, to say the very least. But I mean, to end on that note, unfortunately, a choke from Kasugi, but that doesn't matter whatsoever. We have come to the end of this qualifiers Mappool showcase, and oh boy, has it been a ride! Mirachi, would you like to close it off?
Yeah, it's been a very, again, as mentioned earlier in the stream already, we've been working on this for like many months, and like it's kind of like heartwarming or like also nerve-wracking to like finally showcase our full custom qualifiers showcase. And 6WC, I know, I'm pretty sure none of the previous 6WC had like a full custom quals, and like, yeah, I'm really happy that we managed to showcase it today. And I hope the players will like it. As always, you can always drop a feedback. I don't expect to be fully positive only. This is the first time I ever had to make a full custom pool, and it's not as easy as just snapping your finger and be like, I want this, I want this, I want this. You also have to cooperate with
It's
mappers
so
and
hard.
whatnot.
It's so hard.
It takes a
It's
long
so
time.
hard.
It takes a lot of revisions. And then you also have to agree with your QAs and like playtesters and whatnot. As mentioned, DT3 was already nerfed. I promised it. We nerfed it as much as we can, but yeah.
Yep. Thank you so much, Viraj, for those words. Philoxen, do you have anything to tell the players with regards to, the quals procedure that will be happening soon?
Oh, the quals procedure, right? There will be an announcement, obviously, regarding that. So you will not be left alone. You will get all the instructions. And if you liked the qualifier showcase, make sure to, well, follow us up on Twitch. If you want to see more content with us doing goofy ass stuff, you can check donation goals channel that we have in our Discord. But yeah, that's kind of besides the point. And I think from me, this is gonna be it. And thanks everyone.
Yeah, that's right, Philoxen. Some flash fire, news that will probably be in the announcement. Do remember that we'll play all quals maps in sequence. You'll have 2 attempts in quals, both attempts in which you can have completely different rosters. Yada yada yada. The refs will brief you. Will brief your captain, or your captains will brief you as to what is going on during qualifiers. Of course, all maps must be played once. Yada yada yada. For some quick FAQs that I see in chat right now, because Jesus Christ, y'all can't wait. The pools will be up on the sheet very, very soon. Perry is hard at work at making all the designs for us, and hopefully we should be able to get it down on the ground soon. Other than that, the prediction stream, I'm sure all of you guys are very, very excited for that. Tentatively, it is planned to be this weekend, either Saturday or Sunday during this week, during the course weekend, so that you guys have something to watch while there are no streams coming from us. So yeah, do stay tuned for that. I hope you guys are excited for that as well. And I hope that you guys enjoyed the map pool that we have planned for you today. I would say that this is a big project for us to work with, not just me, but even more so Mirage as well. And huge shout outs to all of the mappers that we've managed to get. It was not easy having so many mappers. It's not easy managing so many mappers, and it was even more difficult getting the entire mapping team together. So I'm so grateful to everybody, to all the mappers, to all the replayers, to all the playtesters who put their work into, of course, who put their work into this pool. And I hope that you guys enjoyed it as much as we did showing it to you guys. But yeah, I think that's all I have. Mirage already gave you all. Mirage already told you guys to give your food feedback, yada yada yada. So I think that's going to be all from me. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Project Hexagon stream. You are watching the 6-digit World Cup. My name has been Gami Criolla. His name has been Mirage. And his name has been Philoxen. We will see you in the next stream. Goodbye.
Bye bye,
Bye bye.
everyone.
Take care.